No new Toyota Tundra TRD Pro for me, but this is what I will get. Well, good morning everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive FST. So, I am not going to get the new Toyota Tundra TRD Pro. It's just not what I want. I like it, it looks good, but it's just too much. I mean, too much. Not too much money, it's just too much. But there is another trim that I saw recently that does interest me, and this is what I will get. It is the new Toyota Tundra TRD Sport. Now, what are the things that I've got to have? You know, the Pro has everything on it, right? Well, most everything, I assume. But this is the list of things that I've got to have, even if I end up having to build the truck to be able to get these things. Number one, it has to have the black color surround grille. I don't like that great big chrome thing, and I don't want any chrome anywhere around it either. It has to be color matched, like the Sport. Number two, black wheels. It has to have black wheels. Now, let me say before I go on here, I do know that these are some of the things that are on the TRD Pro as well. So I'm not saying they're not part of the TRD Pro. This is just what I want, what I have to have. So black wheels, none of that chrome stuff. Number three, color matched mirrors. I don't want those big giant vanity huge mirrors on the side of my truck. They've got to be color matched, and the Sport, it appears, has those. Number four, black window trim. You know, if you've seen a lot of the pictures, some of the trucks, and I'm sure it's the lower level versions, have chrome around the window. At least the front windows, it appears, but not the back. I don't know why they're doing it that way. Seems kind of mismatched to me. But either way, I want that to be all black. I don't want any chrome around the windows. You may notice a theme here. I'm not looking to have any chrome. Number five, no Toyota lettering inside the truck like what the Pro has. And what I'm talking about is above the glove box, above that leather ledge, it says Toyota in great big letters. I'm not a huge fan of that. It has grown on me a little bit, but I don't want that in my truck. I know it's a Toyota. I don't need them to remind me it's a Toyota, and that's another reason why I don't want the TRD Pro. Number six, the screen, the infotainment screen. Gotta have the great big giant screen. Now, this is so important to me that I would even go to a different trim level if I had to get that great big screen. It's a must-have for me as far as I'm concerned, on the interior anyway. It's one of the biggest improvements that Toyota is making to the truck. Gotta have it, no question about that. Number seven, push button start and keyless entry. I don't want to have to screw with keys anymore. It has to have push button start for sure, and it has to have keyless entry. And I'm talking about where you walk up, the key's in your pocket. I don't got to mess with it, and I can just grab the door handle, have it open up, and I can get in the truck. Next up, color matched bumpers, number 8. We've got to have color matched bumpers in the front, and for sure color matched bumpers in the rear. I don't want any chrome back there. Now, the Sport version should take care of that, because if I'm not mistaken, the Sport version, even before, always came with color matched bumpers. Matter of fact, on my 2021 that I have right now, it is an off-road version. It's actually called a TSS off-road. It's not a TRD off-road, but it has color-matched rear bumpers, bumper covers. Now, I did have to do some work on the front. That'll be a video coming up on the channel a little bit later, but everything needs to be color-matched. Number 9, that cool tailgate release kind of on the reflector on the back side of the truck. If you weren't familiar with that, there's something on the side of the truck in the back at the tail light area where you go up and you touch, it appears from what I've seen, and you can actually lower the tailgate. I want that because I just think it's cool. There's no other reason, to be honest. Although I have been known to be overloaded with stuff, and it would be nice to be able to walk by there and just tap it with my elbow or something and have the tailgate go down. But I think it's cool anyway. I think it's a really neat feature. Number 10, a spray-in bed liner. I think all trucks should come with them anyway. I think those drop-in liners, they should be outlawed. All they do is sit in the back of your truck, scratch the heck out of it, and then hide the rust once the moisture gets in and starts to rust through where that liner has scratched everything up. You've got to have it. It definitely should be included. I know Toyota does that with a lot of their trucks now. The one that I've got sitting in the driveway, the 2021, it came with a spray-in bed liner. Wasn't an addition, well, at least nothing I paid additionally for, and that's the way they should all be. My 2022 is going to have that as well. Number 4, it's got to be the CrewMax trim version. In other words, 4 full doors. I'm not looking for a double cab this time around. Doesn't really matter to me, so it has to be the CrewMax. Number 12 has to have the rear vertically descending window. That is a must. It's a staple as far as I'm concerned in the Toyota Tundra. I love that option. It's just another cool option, to be honest. Gotta have that in there. That's a must. Number 13, color matched door handles. No way do I want to set this whole truck up and then come home with chrome door handles, or even black for that matter. Although I will say, I would be okay with black. So if it came out with black, that would be all right, but I would prefer color matched. I could always change them out to black later if I wanted to. I've done it before with color matched on Toyota Tundras I've had in the past, which I will say, much easier to change the door handles on a Tundra than it is on a Toyota Tacoma, at least the rears. And finally, number 14, and you may have been wondering about this, well, what about the engine? Doesn't it have to have an engine? Well, yeah, I don't want the normal twin turbo V6. I want the hybrid, the super duper. I want the hybrid twin turbo V6 with all that power, all that torque, all that horsepower. I mean, if I'm gonna go for a new Tundra, the redesigned Tundra, over the V8 that I have sitting in the driveway, I want the big kahuna. That's my list, that's what I want. No TRD Pro for me. It's gonna be a TRD Sport. Whether it's 4x4 or 4x2, we shall see. Not sure I really have a choice. Probably gonna end up being a 4x4, even though I really don't need one. Anyway, leave a comment, let me know. What trim level are you looking for if indeed you're gonna get the new redesigned Tundra? I'd be curious to know, and why. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma, and Rob Motive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.